Alright, shalom, shalom, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Barasham, Yahweh, Barasham, Asham, double honors to the elders and the apostles of this wisdom who pushing this 100% to the gospel, waking up and sealing the elect of the nation of Israel through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Barasham, Yahweh, and salutations to all your sincere acts and heart that are pushing the gospel in all righteousness and all sincerity, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. Alright, so it's a beautiful day once again. Now to apologize because I'm a little bit late by a day. But anyway, we are still out here, doing the work. So Barakata Yahweh Yahweh for that. Tabada Yahweh Yahweh for that, we're still out here. So today is another beautiful day made by the Most High. And that's the funny thing, We want to get out of this place. We want to be free from this kingdom. Let me I've forgotten the word that they use, making my voice a little bit louder. There's a certain thing that they use. But anyway, we want to be free from this kingdom. We don't want to live here any longer. We are praying heavily to Yahweh Bashmi, try to get us the hell out of this shithole. But at the end of the day, you still have to appreciate the beauty of the Most High's creation, man. You see the star, you see the sky when it's covered in chemtrails and Esau's, toxic fumes. Beautiful, man. You see the stars and the Most High shining brightly in the sky, Even this sun that is falling down on me right now, man. And what I was actually planning on doing was just googling the benefits of vitamin D, right? Because even the sun just hitting you is part of your daily health. And that's why I like to come out here when it's sunny. I don't really like to come out here when it's sunny because I didn't have free time. But now, I specifically waited to come out here when it's sunny, man, because I need this sun. And I'm always in the house. I don't really go out. I'm not that kind of going out type of, I'm not the kind of going out type of guy, so I have to come out here whenever chance I see when it's sunny, man. And all this is done by how about as I think that's the preset right there. All things bright and beautiful. I don't know that's not a preset, it's actually a song. Right, but we understand that how about made all things, and just having that understanding, man, it can make you endure any day, endure anything that might come to you, okay? Because you understand, that it is Yahweh Yahweh is in control at the end of the day. So why are we worried, As just says, let me get that preset, Thou worm Jacob, let me get that. Here it is. Isaiah 41 verse 14, and it reads, Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and demon of Israel. I will help thee, saith Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Alright, it's not the Holy One of the whole world. It's not the Holy One of the nation. It's not the Holy One of all men that are on the earth. Because first and foremost, humanity, the human race, doesn't exist. Alright, let's break that stronghold right now. Let's break that confusion right now. There is no such thing as the human race. Alright, because there are actually 14 different races. Different people that have been scattered by bloodline. And it doesn't matter how many years you spend in a certain land. You ain't American, alright? You ain't Russian. You ain't all these stupid names that you've been giving yourself, trying to escape, the names that Yahweh Bashmi Yosha has given you, and also escape the judgment of Yahweh Bashmi Yosha. You see that you're what? You're also of the hidden nations, Ishmael, Moab, Ammon, Japheth, Ham, all you're an Israelites. Because guess what? All the hidden are grouped into one place. They always say, a drop of water, and the Israelites are grouped into one side, a whole bucket. Alright, I already know which one is more important, to an individual. Because you see, for those brothers that actually have buckets, maybe a bucket is full and a drop falls out, you're like, nah, it's nothing. But when the whole thing falls out, that's pain right there. That's pain right there. When the entire bucket falls, when the entire bucket falls, I don't know what I pause on the floor. That is, you feel a lot more than what you would feel for just one single drop, just a smack, as long as the bucket is still full, I'm good. Alright, for those people that used to fetch water, that's how that's how the hoods here in Africa and some parts of South America are. If you want to get water, you have to go and fetch it, with the bucket. But that's beside the point. It's just a normal, condition for jigs. Anyway, that's beside the point. What we're focusing on is the things that Yahweh Bashmi Yosha has done. Like I was saying, Yahweh Bashmi Yosha, he made everything, man. He made the earth, the animals that are in it, and let me get to that book of Genesis. Alright, through his so I have to get this one first. I believe that is Hebrews, the first chapter. Let me see if I can find this. And that says that through Yahweh Shai, he made the worlds. Okay, so Yahweh Bashmi Yahweh Shai, if you want to really get into the breakdown, okay, the real actual breakdown, because by extension, we already know that who created Yahweh Shai, the Most High. So anything that Yahweh Shai creates is actually of Yahweh because He is the Creator. Okay, and we are all the creation. We all still have to worship Yahweh, but Yahweh, the Most High. We also have to worship Him because He's the one true Creator, right? He's the main, He's the main guy, basically, the main guy, and and even Yahweh Shai is still part of this. He's the number two guy, okay? Because if you are in a company right now, you are the main guy, you are the number two guy. Are you going to disrespect the number two guy? Are you going to say, the number two guy in shit, let me just go to the main guy? And then when the number two guy is now loved by the boss, the main, the big boss, the number two guy is like, and then on top of everything again, the number two guy is his son, okay? Like thinking of like Godfather, the Godfather, Don Corleone. When they, they had the, I haven't watched the Godfather, but I saw a few clips. They had a son, his favorite son, Frankie, which was his youngest son. And apparently Frankie did a crime, and Don Corleone was like, I'm a superstitious man, that because they were moving Frankie from the prison back to, I think they were moving him back to wherever he was, and he said that if anything should happen to my son, if lightning should strike him, if he gets into an unfortunate car accident, if he shouldn't even just fall sick, out of nowhere and die. That's all he said. You didn't need to say anymore because they already know what's going to happen. He's going to raise the ground that the ground that the entire mafia walks upon. Right? That's how Yahweh Shai is with his son. Okay, because Yahweh Shai is the main guy. And I saw the Apostle Gabba doing another video, about why we should worship Yahweh Shai. For what? For what? Right? There shouldn't be any question about it again. So let me get this precept. Like I would have gotten the wrong place. Alright, here it is. Hebrews chapter 1 and I'll start from verse 1, and it reads, The Most High, who at sundry times and in diverse manners spake in times past unto the fathers by the prophets, hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds. Okay, that's right. That's exactly what the scripture say concerning Yahweh Shai. This is who that man Yahweh Shai is, the man that made the worlds, and those worlds include you nations, okay, the Israelites, the world of Israel, the world of Esau, Edom, the world of Ishmael, the world of Japheth, the world of Ham. Because all you people out there, you are all worlds, okay. Let me get that picture. Let me get the picture to prove that. And if you go to this now, you see that word. Let me quickly go to it just to make sure, because if I find something that is actually false, okay. If you go into it, you'll see that word eon. Okay, eon. Right, that means what? Okay, Slakia is not worlds of people. It's actually worlds, earth age. That's exactly what it means. So he made the worlds that we are living in right now, which is the world of Esau, Edom's rulership. Okay. When we are under captivity under the Medo-Persians, he made the world of the Medo-Persian captivity. When we are under captivity on the Babylonians, the Assyrians, the Egyptians, he made those worlds as well. And what this world is going into right here is actually eon. Alright, it's eon, meaning what? And it reads, forever and unbroken age, perpetuity, eternity, the world, the universe, period of time, age. And basically what it means is what? Earth age. It's a time, okay, a season in which all these nations are given a chance to rule. So it was Yahweh that drew up that drew up all the prophecies and everything that is going on right now. It's Yahweh that drew up the plans for Esau to get into power. Okay, it was Yahweh that drew up the plans for for Persia, right, for Assyria, for all these different nations. It was Yahweh that dropped all those plans, okay? And it was Yahweh that also dropped, and it was Yahweh that also dropped the plans, okay, for our people to go into captivity. Because it was Yahweh that made all these things, and what the Most High did, he made Yahweh. So it is still him that did it, alright? Because when he made Yahweh, he gave me that commandment, because what is Yahweh? The word of the Most High, the word of God. And so he gave him that commandment that, look, that look, this is what you do, this is what you do, this is what you do. He strengthened him and he sent him out to do what he's supposed to do. Because that's exactly what the word means. That's why you go to the book of John, the 1st chapter. I believe also the Wisdom of Solomon, the 17th chapter. It speaks about the words as a person, as Yahweh Shai. right? Because guess what, a little bit of information for you, since most of you out here don't actually know. Yahushua was the angel that was that was murking those Mizraimites, right? Matazariam, that was one that was murking the first sons of the Mizraimites in during the time of the Passover, during the time of Moses, during the time of the Exodus. It was Yahushua that was doing that murking. It was the Most High sent Yahushua personally to take care of that shit, to deliver our people. And that's the first time he was the deliverer of our people. Okay. That was the first time he delivered our people, and now he's going to come back and do the exact same thing. But this time, it's not going to be all Israel, it's only going to be the elect of the nation of Israel. Because after the piece of scripture say was for Jacob my servant, and for Jacob my servant, and for Israel my elect. Because all of the Israelites are of the elect, and the Most High is the one that made me bring that out. I didn't want to say that. I was different precepts. But the Most High is the one that made me bring that out, so that so that you can understand that all of Israel is the elect. But the scripture says there's an Israel of the Most High, is a carnal Israel, okay? And that Israel of the Most High is who the men that are out on the highways and byways doing this work constantly, consistently, praying to Yahweh, that this kingdom be through already. Are trying to become a part of, because as the scripture says, when we do not know if we will be able to get into that position until the until the end. It's he that endures to the end that can be saved. You can't relax now because you have this truth anymore. That's not going to work, alright? Because the scripture says that you have to endure unto the end. It's only at the end that you can be saved, not in the beginning, not halfway, alright? You have to keep on going, keep on enduring, keep on, let me get that precept. Endurance to the end. Let me get that precept. So actually, the precept that put my mind on. Let me just quickly bring it out. Here it is. Matthew 13, verse 21, and start from verse 20. Matthew 13, verse 20. But he that received the seed into stony places, the same is he that hear the word of the Most High, and anon with joy receive it. Yet hath he no root in himself, but jareth for a while. For when tribulation or persecution ariseth, because of the word, by and by he is offended. And you have a lot of men like that, when they get offended in this truth, I can't touch this anymore. That's not right. I don't want to be part of this. When Israel is talking about how the way we bring up videos about how Israel is targeting us, they're like, oh no. I can't do it. I can't do this one. They receive the word, they will believe in it. They are Israelites. Because a lot of people actually are saying that I'm an Israelite. I'm a restored Meyer. Kodak. That other rapper Kendrick. Even that little boost ball. Come on, okay. That Tiffany Haddish. All these different women. I know the reason why Tiffany Haddish shaved her head that time immediately after she saw the Hebrew Israelites. That was actually a shaming ritual, right? Because I just learned about this a little while ago. Esau does this shaming ritual. That's why you see the celebrities, just like women. Build one ridiculous scandal that will completely destroy their careers, and that's where they come back up again. Because all these things are shaming rituals. Tiffany had to show that she was still loyal to the elites, okay? Even after hearing the word of the Most High. So what she do? She shaved off her glory, alright? She shaved off the glory of a woman, which is their hair. And that was the reason why she shaved that off, because to face that humiliation. And I actually wanted to say this, so the Most High actually brought a way for me to segue into this. But that shaming ritual that you see these devils do, it's actually the Most High that started it, It's actually the Most High that started that shaming ritual. After you get embarrassed, then you are put into shame. You get glory, you receive glory. It's Esau's carnal glory. So basically what we're doing is we're going through our own shaming ritual. Okay, we're going through our own thing, Let me quickly, we're going through our own thing right now, the shaming ritual. That's why, us that are men of the Lord at the bottom are being ridiculed. Nobody sees us as anything because we're going through that shaming ritual right now, okay? Alright, so let me get that precept, because what the scriptures say, because all these Christians with their, all these Christians with their, with their divas, with their idols that they put around their neck, that cross, basically an idol made of wood, made of stone, made of gold, made of anything that you can find, they can find and carve with. That cross that y'all are wearing are idols, man, because Yahushua is no longer on the cross. That's why you see a lot of these people, they have an empty cross on their neck. And basically what that cross is representing is what Tammuz, okay? Representing what I was here and adhere to the Babylonian mindset set, the Egyptian mindset that you are completely given to Egypt, because you won't find a single brother out here talking about, I'm wearing a Jesus piece, fuck yeah. That can know what happened. I can't even say it again. But basically I went that piece for Cesare, Just a bad taste in my mouth, like a really bad one. But anyway, I'm wearing that piece on my, I'm wearing that piece, most, God got me, God got me, God did my back, that kind of thing. This is what Jake is saying. And children will put that piece on their neck, Virgin Mary, Joseph, all these saints and all that. And I've actually gone into this, I did a video talking about how the saints are, basically going into how the saints, that those saints are not, you're not supposed to pray to the saints, you're not supposed to pray to Virgin Mary as Virgin, to the Slatia, to Mary as well, because first and foremost, what am I saying? Of course, she was a virgin, when Yahushua was born, of course, but she became an old woman because after that time, 1433, that's around, 47, I believe. Which of course, for me, it's old. I'm actually in my early 20s, man. So for me, it's a little bit old. For that brass, that might be young. But anyway, more like a lot old, Anyway, that is showing you that this, but yeah, she was a virgin when Yahushua was born. But it wasn't that, because this is what these Christians are doing right now, or are thinking right now, that what was I going to say? What was I going to say? These Christians are thinking that since the angel chose Mary, alright, to get the seed of Yahushua, it could have been any other woman, man. The person that was important in that situation was Joseph, alright, because he's the one that had that seed, and it was from his line that Yahushua was to come, not Mary. Okay, it could have been any other woman out there. It could have been any other Judites. Billions of Judites. Let me just count that a little bit. Maybe a million, millions of Judites, maybe 100,000 at least, a couple of million at most, right? Of Judite women out there, and Joseph could have chosen anyone. The angel would have come to them and been like, alright, blessed are you because I'm about to receive that seed, which is Yahushua, from your man Joseph. That's exactly what happened. Okay, it's not no virgin birth. Okay, it's not that Mary got knocked up by the Most High or an angel impregnated her or anything like that. It is Joseph and Mary. They had sex and they gave birth to Yahushua. The same way they had sex and gave birth to all his other brothers and sisters. Now I'm going a little bit far now. I wanted to go into, I was talking about the shame of the cross. Let me just bring that out. Alright, so this is the book of Hebrews 12 verse 2, and it reads, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross. That's basically what Esau is doing, copying Yahushua. They show these celebrities, Genuine, Tiffany Haddish, Bill Cosby, the latest one, and any other person. If you ever wonder why celebrities was doing that, even Will Smith, even Future, because I saw that video of Future showing off his sponsor, and I think about how that's the biggest bitch move ever. I know that these niggas will be out there talking about the book of future relations, that Future is the ultimate pimp and all that, that Future is doing this and that, that Future is the ultimate master of the streets. Come on, man. That guy is a that nigga is a freaking cock, He's the kind of person that would get in an entanglement just like Will Smith. Because all these Jake celebrities like to act tough, put on a tough persona, make them look like, oh, that they are the boss, that they are a big deal, that if you fuck with them, they'll fuck you up and that kind of thing. But then later, these American guys will be clapping their cheeks. Oh, Lord. These American guys will be clapping their cheeks in the, backstage. Taking them to sit on it. I laugh right now, but that's a horrible situation right there, That's the death sentence right there for both of those devils. Because that's what they are, demons, devils, because they are practicing this action. But these people, man, we already know that they are through. But that's the shame that they have to endure. Now to get these riches, to be seen as leaders, to be seen as great in this kingdom. So I was trying to do the exact same thing, to be seen as great in the kingdom of heaven. And I continue. Hebrews 12 verse 2 once again. Looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and he sat down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. For consider him that endureth such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest he be wearied and faint in your minds. Okay? Ye have not resisted unto blood, striving against sin. And that's right, okay, because for the most part, most of us haven't even gone that far. Now that's actually something on verse 2, but the scriptures have me keep on going and going. Most of us haven't gotten to that position, haven't gotten that far. We are resisting unto blood, we are getting beaten for this truth, are putting a crown of thorns on our head for this truth. Esau is basically slapping the shit, beating the shit of us for this truth. You know, like I said, most of us, because you have brothers out there, and this kind of thing has actually happened to you. You know, me personally, I haven't gotten shit for this. I haven't gotten beaten like that for this truth, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the reward which Yahweh gives me, do I endure to the end? I will accept it humbly, because that's all I can do, man. Because hell, you know what the apostle, the Makaba says, you know, just getting a lamp, just getting a little corner, you know, a little alleyway in the kingdom. You know, it's going to be, as an Israelite, it's going to be far better than what, you know, getting a whole country on this side. All right, because in the kingdom, when you're going to be that Israelite, you're going to be that, you know, you're going to be that Israelite basically. Even the weakest, you know, even the weakest one of us, the weakest children of our people, once he walks into a room, people are going to be bowing down to him. Even the elect are going to be calling him Malak, you know. For that's for you to tell out there. We're still going to be, you know, even the elect are going to be calling you Malak, because that is your position, kings and priests, all of you, not just the elect, okay, not just the 1/3, okay. Even the 2/3 are going to be kings and priests in the kingdom. So we're going to be calling them Malak, you know. We're going to call them Zakwan. I think it's Kahan. You know, that's how they say priests in the kingdom. So like, yeah, my Hebrew is entry level, you know. I'm trying to build up, you know, little by little. But I think that's Kahan that's how you say priest in the Hebrew. We're going to call him Malak, you know, Kahan. Alright, so that's, you know, I was saying actually before, you know, that if all these men out here, you know, all these leaders of these various carnal Israelite camps, you know, would just accept, or rather would just, you know, just dead their whole, you know, calling themselves all these grand titles, high priest, grand ruler, you know, commanding general, you know, that kind of thing. If you want to call yourself commanding general, high priest, God, king, Malak, you know, add all the titles you want add all the prefix titles you want in front of it. Because that's even what Jake does here in Nigeria, you know. Jake doesn't have shit. He doesn't have anything. He barely has a decent car. And he come out like Odogu Igwe, Odogu Igwe only see number one. You know, the biggest Unuku na Beya, you know, biggest man in the biggest king in the streets. You know, the biggest man in the village. That's basically what they're calling themselves. They call themselves these ridiculously long ass names. Agu, that means lion, of course. That means lion actually. Agu, they call themselves Agu. All these, they'll be giving themselves all these titles, because that's what Jake loves, man. He loves to heap titles onto themselves. But what have they done to deserve those titles? Zilch, man. They just think that, you know, they can use that, you know, they can get those titles. And of course, you also have Jake that actually have things that start giving themselves these ridiculous ass titles as well. You know, big men in the village, you know, they start to show off, carry around them whole what they call that shit again. You know, that line, what they call it again? So forgotten. But basically, you know, line of cars, hire police to be following them everywhere. They go convoy, yes. They carry around a convoy. They will sit in the back. They will spread their hands. Have driver for their driver. Have convoy at the back, you know, army at the back. Have police in the front. Have OPC at the side. You know, that kind of shit. This is what Jake does when they just when they just taste that money. Start blowing it on the dumbest shit ever. They start making a show for everyone that's out there. Start stunting. Start you know, showing off, making the haters jealous, all that kind of nonsense. But that's not what we're out here for, man. We're out here to what, and you know that's basically what that whole shaming ritual on the Esau side is for. For them to be able to do all that. But we are going through our own shaming ritual right now, being at the bottom, you know, being ridiculed and mocked by everybody. Oh, why are you in this street? What are you doing out there? You know, you don't have a job, you don't have work, you don't have anything. You have to go into and preach. What is wrong with you? That kind of thing, you know. You should be focusing on making money instead of focusing on making money, that kind of thing. But you know, we're enjoying all that for the kingdom, because we're going through our own shaming ritual right now. Right? We're going through that, you know, process of being shamed to receive that glory in the kingdom. And you know what the scripture says? That's the book of Romans 14th chapter, I believe, that the glory that will be revealed in us when we get to the kingdom cannot even be compared to anything that we endured on this side, man. But what you demons of our people have endured from Esau, it's not even worth what you're receiving on this side. Because you know that your time is almost up. Pretty soon these devils are going to turn, are going to turn on you and destroy you, because that's what they want to do at the end of the day. After a while, you hear that another Jake celebrity died after signing a mega contract with Esau. I just said that, you know, this nigga, what's his name again? Pop Smoke. This is a second posthumous album. When did he sing all those albums? When he was alive. Because this is what Esau does. He'll make you sing, you know, a shit ton of albums when you're alive, and then in the unfortunate incident that you die, he releases all of your unreleased tracks, and he makes money off of it. Now he doesn't have to pay you anymore. Now he's making money out of it, and he said that talk about how we'll take care of the family, we'll do this and we'll do that. But that's not of course you can't trust these devils actually do it. Alright. But that's what he does, man. That's what he's basically doing with you jakes, You see all these new jakes celebrities that are dying, they keep dying younger and younger. Before it used to be like 50, 40. Now I think I'm dying before 21. I can't remember the exact guy that sang that song. They said I'm not going to reach 21. Because what? You want me to have those videos on this side, enjoy life on this side. And I heard niggas talking about this here in Nigeria. They're talking about how Pop Smoke died at 19 and he wants to do that kind of life too. And that's what time they die, if they spend 1 or 2 years, they're enjoying life. As long as they die rich, they say that they want to die in a fancy sports car just like Pop Smoke did. You people don't have any goddamn sense, man. Your focus shouldn't even be dying for dying because of brothers, doing for how about your shy. That's what we're out here doing. We're not thinking about when the time comes, I'm going to die for your how about your shy. We're thinking about what? We're going to continue living for your how about your shy until he calls me up, man, until he call up, when I'm taking up into the clouds, Lord willing that you're part of that number, they hopefully elect. Right, when the call up hits, when the call up comes, that we're going to be up there in the clouds with Yahweh Shai. That's what we're thinking about right now. When we get in that position, we know that all the shame that we have endured, we are finally going to reap benefits. It's paid. It's basically it's time to receive those wages. That's what we are excited for. That's what we are saying. We are praying for the downfall and the destruction of this kingdom. So I can also get something from my bag. That's what we are praying for, the downfall and the destruction of this kingdom. Okay, so that's. When that time comes, we'll be delivered by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That when that time comes, we'll receive that glory for all of the shame that we received. But anyways, I was saying, Yahushua endured the cross, but guess what? He did that, okay, so that none of us have to do that. So that none of us have to do that. None of us have to go through that shame of hanging on the cross. None of us have to go through that pain of being beaten to death by these devils, okay? What we're going to get is probably just a quick death, even if it can matter like that, just a quick death, it's just a decapitation, it could be anything. But personally, I believe that even if this devil will do anything to us, there's going to be a quick one, because Yahushua didn't go through all that pain and all that suffering just so that our people will still have to go through pain and suffering in order to get, go through the same pain and suffering in order to get to the kingdom. When you read pieces like the book of 2 Maccabees, the 6th chapter, you see those 6 children, you see those 7 sons and their mother. We're not going to have to go through that anymore, man. This is going to have to cut off all of our limbs and throw us in a freaking furnace and leave us to boil to death, alright? We're not going to have to deal with that anymore, because Yahushua already died on the cross just so that for the majority of our wickedness has already been cast away, and all we have to do is, some of us, most of our people aren't even going to die most of our people aren't even going to have to go through that death, have to go through that death by, have to go through that beheading, right? So there's going to be some of our people, just to test their faith. But majority of our people, it's like a majority of the elect, are going to just be beamed up, while they are breathing, while they are still kicking. That's what we are hoping for. That is our faith, our hope that we be delivered, on this side from any evil that Esau brings onto us. So let me get this precept right here, because that delivers us from evil. And I'm not going to I think that is Matthew. I can't remember the exact precept, but I'm not going to the Lord's Prayer. I'm going to Psalms 23. The book of Psalms 23 verse 4, and it reads, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death." So okay, let me just turn this brightness a little bit. Alright. And it reads, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me." That's basically what we'll be saying that time, man. At the rod and the staff, I want you to know what that word means, rod and staff. Let me get that, because the hell that we're catching is actually supposed to comfort us. It's actually supposed to make us feel, in a roundabout funny way. Because let me just get this first where I say something stupid, The rod and the staff. Let me get that first. Okay, it is rod, staff, branch, offshoot, club, scepter, tribe. Okay, what is this? What's actually Yahweh Shai? Thy rod and thy staff. In other words, Yahweh Shai. Alright, it's one that comforts us in this thing, because he said that he will send unto us the comforter. And that comforter is the angels. They commanded the spirits, those spirits, this word, which is the spirits, the angels, and this word, which is basically Yahweh Shai, in written, in Yahweh Shai spirits, in the testimony of Yahweh Shai, to comfort us, because in these times that we're in, and because if we now read these scriptures, a lot of our people will be dejected ourselves without hope. As scripture said that if it wasn't for the Most High, we would have been as Sodom and completely destroyed as Gomorrah. You know, all that city was completely wiped out. All the people in it dead. Okay, you know, that's basically what would have happened to our people because of our enemies. Psalm 83 chapter. All right.